So you literally come in the studio and then formulate sentences in your head.
Yeah.
And then spit it to that beat.
Yeah.
And you never write down the lyrics.
Never.
I found out that Jay wasn't writing. I didn't want to ever see a pen or paper again.
Alright, so this video has been on my homepage a lot. So I decided to react to it. So we're going to see. It says, why rappers stop writing the punching method. If you're new here, you don't know. I record a lot on the channel. Punch in, that's what I do. I used to work in the studio, record a lot of people that punch in. So let's just get into it. Okay, the intro was cool.
I think a lot of people picture like modern rappers who really just like pen and paper in the studio writing down their raps. You know?
Bro, I ain't never seen nobody in Atlanta pull out a pen and a pad, right? I ain't seen that since I've been out here. And I've been out here for a very long time. That is so old. That's crazy.
You know, figuring it out, scratching it out, changing it.
Yeah, no. We stopped writing a long time ago. Not many people write.
And I can honestly say you cannot work in the studio in Atlanta if you don't know how to record people that punch in. If you can't keep up, if you can't stay organized, it's gonna be hard for you to be my voice just on weird. It's gonna be hard for you to like be a recording engineer in Atlanta because everyone punches in. That's part of the reason why I started punching in. Like honestly, so yeah.
Back in the day when people were just using tape, you just had one take.
See, that's true. Like people say that a lot. Tape, I don't use tape. Everything digital. Digital. My pen and my pad is Pro Tools or FL Logic, whatever dog I'm using at the time.
So everybody had to be on point.
It used to be a time before the 24 track, for instance. If a singer went in, you had to sing that top to bottom, baby. You had to have it figured out.
Most music up until about 20 years ago was always recorded on tape. It's more of a process. It's a lot.
See, back then, like if it was still on tape, it would be very hard for rappers to record themselves. I'm glad we don't have to do that no more. Trust me, I'm really glad.
More laborious, a little bit more tedious.
I've watched Tupac giving a speech. Hey, we have 2 hours of studio time. Come here, prepare.
We don't have time or the luxury to spend all of this time doing one song. We don't have it.
Fast forward a little bit. Word starts to spread, mid to late 90s that Jay doesn't actually write any of his rhymes down.
I mean, so you literally come in the studio and then formulate sentences in your head.
Yeah.
And then spit it to that beat.
Yeah.
And you never write down the lyrics.
Never.
That changed everything because my favorite rapper in the world said he don't write after he heard Hov didn't write, and that led to what we are to now, right?
Leads to other rappers wanting to do the same thing.
I found out that Jay wasn't writing. I didn't want to ever see a pen or paper again.
He has class, first in the lunch line. My lunch ticket let me eat rappers at lunch.
What I know is when you see your hero can jump 7 feet, it makes you want to jump 8.
That's true.
You telling me you falling out of love with me?
I had came up out the trenches, then I had...
Problem is that not all of them are as great.
See, that's the thing where it gets a little conflicted because some people do hop in there and they just keep the first thing that come out their mouth, or you got people that'll keep going over and over and over and over and over till they get it done right. Because the same thing can be said about people that write their lyrics. I mean, a lot of people aren't great at writing their lyrics either. You know what I'm saying?
Who's capable of doing it?
Yeah, turn me up in my ear. I'm tripping, I'm leaving that body. I bet this break catching body. I bet this break catching body.
God, you ever write raps?
How I look at the punch in is like you in the moment. Like you're capturing those feelings in that moment. Like that's how you feeling. That's the vibe you're in. And it's kind of hard to go back and recreate that certain vibe with that certain cadence. Because it's like you can write stuff down and then you come back to it later and you be like, how did I say this? I don't know, the vibe ain't there, the tone ain't there. It's like I'm not really in that headspace, so I can't really project that feeling in again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh no.
You know what I mean?
It's like freehand versus tracing.
I mean, Juice WRLD right here said it perfectly. You got people that do tattoos off the freehand and go crazy. Then you got people that got to trace. Just like you got to have people that got to have a preset and they got to have a template. Then you got people that can just take whatever plugins and just put them together and make it work. You know, it's a lot.
Oh, okay.
Keep that part from me. Just punch me in.
Hell look like red snake. Hey, look, I'm a cause like red snake. Love it, I'm a made man. My niggas move their hand red one time.
The artist might not really have the song written, but they're not necessarily freestyling in the traditional sense where they're just going in and saying the first thing that comes to mind and they're doing that for 4 minutes straight.
You run back one more time? I'm trying to think of the
Punching in like saying one bar at a time.
I got these resin can't fold in the wallet and making the peasant. I got these resin can't fit in the wallet. I'm stacking a bigger deposit.
Definitely one line at a time.
Hit the store and don't leave in dead bodies. Hit the store and don't leave in dead bodies. Hit the mall and don't leave in dead bodies. Hit the store and don't leave in dead bodies.
Then you say the net bar. Then you say the bar there and you play it all together. You sound like a whole sentence.
I got these resin can't fit in the wallet. I'm stacking a bigger deposit. Hit the store and don't leave in dead bodies. Book a fly and get higher and higher.
They're using punching in as a way to create their rhyme.
See, he get it right there. Like, he understands it. Because punching in ain't just to be like, oh man, I ain't write it down. I ain't take my time. I ain't just like, bro, we just want to create how we want to create. You know what I'm saying? Just let us create.
As opposed to a way to correct their rhymes. It's, I feel it's really just a generational thing.
But you don't think you could end up with something better if you sometimes wrote some stuff?
No.
It's just not for you?
Nope.
Right. It's not for me, not for Juice. It's not for a lot of people out there, especially a lot of people that are in the comment section below or that don't like the video or that don't subscribe to the channel. You know, do that. So
that
rap has grown.
Yeah.
Rap has evolved. And there's always good and bad when it comes to evolution. What we're seeing is a little.
Wait till they see the Band Lab documentary, boy. That's gonna be one for the ages right there, man. Like, I wonder, like, how much bad music that's been dropped on Band Lab. Like, I wonder, like, the percentages. Like, that would be something interesting to see. But a Band Lab documentary would be crazy. Okay.
A lot of the same lane
CLA
being explored over and over again.
People think, oh, they just rap about this, or they're just rapping about like the easy rhyme scheme or the easy. But to be in a studio and write 5 songs a day, 7 days a week about new topics and make it sound different, it's very, very impressive.
It is a sport.
Hey, V says something right here. It's a sport, but a lot of niggas never play sports, so they ain't not competitive. They don't treat it like a sport. They don't want to train. They don't want to be different. They don't want to get the advantage and one up on the competition. Everybody want to be buddy. Everybody want to sound alike. Everybody want to, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is a sport to it.
Instead of one song for a week, it's 5 songs a night, and you keep pushing.
Not that artistry isn't appreciated, but it's more so like, all right, how fast are we getting this done?
We don't come under the umbrellas of the people who write raps like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and I'm just saying that the unprofessional rap culture is what I'm a kid of. Guys who like, I'm just a street cat and I'm rapping.
I'm flipping another when bought me a gun. I jumped out the poacher and bought me a gun.
I just want a lot of people to know that, like, you're not Jay-Z, you're not a failure.
It's about you. Whether you're writing on a phone, a piece of paper, punching in, off the dome, it doesn't matter.
Hey, Doechii said a lot right there. Like, cause that's really what it come down to. It's like, at the end of the day, the song still gotta be a good song. People still gotta fuck with you, the artist. After that, like, don't nobody care if you wrote the lyrics, you punched in, you freestyled it, did it all one take, whatever. It's just, I mean, it just depends, man. It's not. I'm over here trying to look at the vocal chain right here. Hold on, let me see what we got. Okay, Pro Q3 CLA. I probably should have zoomed in. I'm gonna zoom in on the edit, but I see the tool tech over there, so I'm recording through the tool tech. So yeah, all right, keep it going.
Rapping to me like coming from like how I feel right then and there.
Didn't I say that earlier? How I feel right then and there. That's like a lot of people. That's why people punch in. It's like, I want to capture this moment, this feeling right there. Cause Tory Lanez go crazy of punching in.
From the hop out here running them strikers. From the hop out here running them strikers.
Like me writing it down ain't gonna be the same energy me saying it.
You can't really hold your technique over a younger generation's head, right? Ultimately, it is about just getting the best end result.
You heard what he said. It's all about the best end result. And people that don't like it, that's cool. Go over there with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gotta be over here. Don't worry about what we doing over here. Like punch in gang over here. Cause the crazy thing about it, you can still punch in when you writing. Like that's the crazy thing about it. Like you can punch in off writing. Like you can be reading your legs off the paper and you still punch in. But you know, it is what it is, right?
I done got rich off the sticks. I done got rich off the sticks.
I respect it all because it all takes work and it all takes thought. Whether you're sitting over a pad or you got to spend 4 hours figuring it out, piecing it together, punching in, at the end result moves people emotionally, the art is worth it.
Hey, that's it. It's all about the art, okay? I'm on my anti-hero arc now, I guess. It's like, I just care about the art. I don't really give two fucks about the technical things anymore. It's just art. Like, I really care about the art. But, that was a real interesting video, though. There's some other videos like this out there that you want me to react to. Just let me know in the comment section below. But I'm gonna be bringing content like this to the channel all 2025. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, all that. You know what I'm talking about?